As we get started, I just want to welcome everyone to our first Foresight 50 pitch showcase featuring 12 of our 2022 Foresight 50 companies. My name is Leslie McKinnon. I'm the Director of Investor and Indigenous Relations here at Foresight Canada. It's great to see you all here today to meet these companies. And I'll just give it one more second here. Astrid, is everybody in?
Yes.
Okay, great. With gratitude and respect, I want to acknowledge that the lands on which Foresight operates are the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. And for myself, I respectfully acknowledge that I was born on and make my life and livelihood on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Blackfoot Confederacy, including Siksika, Kainai, and Piikani, the Tsuut'ina, the Stoney Nakoda Nations, the Métis Nation of Region 3, and all Indigenous people who make their homes in the Treaty 7 region of Southern Alberta, colonially known as Calgary. I thank the stewards past, present, and future of this land who are our models on the path towards living a sustainable life on this planet. And on behalf of Foresight, I would like to thank all of our Foresight 50 sponsors for making our Foresight 50 program a success in 2022. Without their support, this event today would not have been possible. And I also want to take a moment to thank the National Research Council of Canada's Industrial Research Assistance Program for providing funding support, part of which makes Foresight 50 possible. I'll get us quickly to the company presentations, but first want to say a few words about Foresight. Foresight is Canada's clean tech accelerator, and our goal is to make Canada the first G7 country to reach net zero. We work tirelessly to position Canada as a global leader in clean technology. We bring together clean tech innovators, industry partners, investors, government, and academia to address today's most urgent climate issues and support a global transition to a green economy. We support and accelerate clean tech through many activities, including accelerator programs for clean tech ventures, innovation challenges that connect ventures with solution seekers, capital attraction through programs and matchmaking such as this event today, export development, and ecosystem building that brings together all partners, collaborators, and rights holders to create networks of collaboration. Here's our agenda for today's event. We're going to hear from 4 companies in each of 3 pitch blocks. After each block of pitches, we will move into breakout rooms for 15 minutes, where the companies will provide a more detailed presentation and answer your questions. You will have the opportunity to select your breakout room. We'll give instructions when we get to that phase. Just make sure you click on the join button. And if you need any assistance, let us know in the chat. I've got Nisha and Astrid here with me today to make sure we can get you all into those breakout rooms. And with that, let's get started. I'm going to hand it over to Jesse of Clean Industries. Jesse, over to you. I will change the slides for you.
Thanks so much. Really appreciate everyone and their time today. This quick corporate snapshot of Clean Industries. We were founded nearly 20 years ago now with a specific vision to target the circular economy. We've acquired a portfolio of technologies over the past 20 years that have been used in a wide range of resource recovery applications that target predominantly oil-based waste, such as plastics, polyolefins, scrap tires, and municipal solid waste. We have over 48 processing patents and several others under development as we speak. We have operating facilities on a global basis. We've been operating as a design build firm for a number of years, and we're in the process of transitioning into a build, own, and operate model. We have feedstock commitments for the plants that we're looking to raise capital for to build. We have offtake agreements for the product that these plants produce in take-or-pay format. And all of our products are certified and comply with ISO regulations, REACH, and all the other certifications that are necessary to operate in our space. And I think that's probably about it for now.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jesse. And as I mentioned, folks will be able to join you in your breakout room after the next 3 pitches. And with that, I am handing it over to Sean Thompson of Sigriff.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sean Thompson, the co-founder and CEO of Sigriff. So we were founded 5 years ago as a spin-out from the University of Guelph. And we acquired we had the IP for the nanopec technology assigned to the company. So It is a delivery system for living cells, plants, animals, and humans, so we can improve the health of the environment, of plants, animals, and humans by attaching molecules of interest to these proprietary nanomaterials that you see there. So we are primarily a B2B company looking for big ag and big food companies that have a delivery problem that we can solve. But we are launching this year the product you see in the bottom there, Cholesterol, as a B2C product online. It's a dietary supplement, and we'll be ready to launch that in a few months with a small capital raise. So I will stop there and look forward to speaking to you in the breakout room.
Thank you so much, Sean. Next up, we have Oliver Lang from Intelligent City.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me here. My name is Oliver Lang, CEO and co-founder of Intelligent City. We're a housing technology company, and we take a product and platform-based approach to our industry. Our industry facing two fundamental challenges. One is climate change, as buildings are responsible for 39% of carbon emissions, and a significant problem to meet housing demands that are there. We seamlessly integrate advanced software, robotics, and mass timber building system solutions to create quality housing that can be built faster, more affordably, and consistently carbon neutral. What differentiates us really in the North American and even in the global market is that we're first to use robotically assembled mass timber building systems overall. Those are actually CSA certified right now. So they've gone through a rigorous testing and development program, and they meet the new emergent requirements for 4 to 18-story construction in North America that we do consistently across urban infill markets. Our solutions are highly scalable, from the manufacturing all the way through the technologies that we have. We've raised about $30 million to date. We have contracts of about $25 million, and we're just launching about $20 million Series B. We have a factory operational here in Delta, BC, and we're expanding also in the Toronto market right now, and we have built some proofs. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. And with that, I'll pass it over to Darren with Hemp Alta. Darren, over to you.
Hey everybody, my name is Darren. I'm the CEO of Hemp Alta. Came from the cannabis industry where I just sold my last company for $130 million. And back at it one more time in the industrial hemp space, where I saw enormous opportunity when you apply clean tech to ultimately optimize the strength of hemp. So we're operating a facility right here in Calgary, and we have a number of divisions. The first one is our consumer packaged good divisions, where we process industrial hemp and turn it into some amazing products like food preservation pads, animal products, spill absorption, and gardening materials. And we're currently in about 150 points of retail with those and plan to expand to over 1,000. We're very excited about the bioindustrial products division, a specific focus on hempcrete, which is an alternate form of insulation, and was just added to the US building codes for January 1st of 2024, and ultimately the international building code. So we see an enormous opportunity for us to capitalize on that. And also climate credits. Hemp is really the natural answer to net zero in many aspects. And as we forward contract our hemp farmers, we're able to secure those credits, and hemp can ultimately sequester between 10 to 30 tons of CO2. And then we have a lot of opportunity for growth as we invest and consolidate much of what I see as a very fragmented hemp industry that was in desperate need of some entrepreneurs and capital market expertise, which myself and my team bring to the table. Look forward to discussing more in the breakout room, and thank you very much.
Thank you all so much for joining us back in the main room here. We're going to move on to the second block of pitches. Our first pitching company is going to be Farmint with Ralph Lett. So Ralph, over to you.
I'm Ralph from Farmint Biosolutions. Our novel technology increases stable forms of nitrogen while producing biogas as we ferment organic waste. The problem is livestock manure. North America alone produces 1.3 billion tons of manure annually. Our solution is to increase the nitrogen content that's available to the plants by 500% or 5 times. The way we do this is we remove the organics from the manure. We then ferment the manure, and then we break dinitrogen from the atmosphere through our plasma technology. We ferment the organic waste within 7 days. The end product is a high-value organic nitrogen fertilizer. And then while we do that, we also produce biogas. We're a mobile company. Our business model is to go in and charge per ton. When we do this, we create 3 forms of revenue for the farmer: a high-value organic fertilizer. We also produce biogas. We create carbon credits and clean water. Pretty much our vision is to demonstrate to farmers that by fermenting their organic waste, instead of composting it or digesting it, they can increase their revenue by 10 times. Our mission is to increase nitrogen in the form of waste for farmers so they can produce their own fertilizer. Our goal is to decentralize fertilizer production and create a circular nitrogen economy for farmers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ralph. And now I will pass it over to Peter Reed of GRT Environmental Services. Over to you, Peter.
Hello and thank you. My name is Peter Reed. I'm an environmental engineer and CEO of GRT. In June 2021, GRT opened Canada's first resource regeneration facility in Nanaimo, BC. Our pilot plant produces recycled construction aggregates by processing waste soils from construction sites and dredge materials. By doing so, we're able to dramatically reduce the volume of waste material otherwise destined to consumer valuable landfill space. Our business model transforms a linear, waste-intensive process into a circular solution that saves both carbon and reduces the burden on our environment. GRT's plant expansion is the final step in transforming our proof of concept pilot facility into a robust and profitable commercial operation. We have captured 90% of the market on Vancouver Island and are now capturing market from Vancouver by barge. We are seeking investment to fund the final upgrades to build out our first commercial facility, and it will also enable GRT's expansion into new markets as a strategic partner to other ventures. This funding follows 2 seed rounds in 2019 and 2020. Plans are to close the raise in the end of Q2, and Fort Capital is managing the raise for us. Thank you very much. I look forward to sharing more with you in the breakout room.
Thanks, Peter. Now I will pass it over to Zhang-Yi Quan of SwiftCharge.
Hey everyone, my name is Zhong-Yi Kwang, and I'm the founder and the CEO of SwiftCharge. So we're at SwiftCharge, we're building a EV charging network so that people can charge their cars anywhere. We all know that the future of transportation is electric, but the problem is that there are not enough charging stations to support EV ownership. And the main reason is because building EV charging station is not easy, because it requires infrastructure upgrades that can cost over $1 million for a single charging station. And it also can take over a year to install the chargers. So that's why the private owners, like hotel owners, are not willing to invest in the EV charging infrastructure, even though the chargers are much needed at those locations. And at SwiftCharge, we have developed a first of its kind charging solution that can avoid the infrastructure upgrades. And therefore, we can reduce the cost to property owners by over 50% and deploy chargers in just a few days, not years. And we're deploying EV chargers at no cost to the property owners, and we get payment from the EV drivers. And because we have a much better profitability compared to other charging networks, and we can outcompete our competitors. And our goal is to build the most widespread charging and the most widespread and profitable charging network, and to unlock a market that is about to grow to $250 billion a year. And if you are interested in learning more about us, and please join me in the breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And our last presentation for this block will be Jason with Zilla Bioworks. Jason, over to you.
Thank you. So epoxy resins are a type of industrial plastic used in fiber reinforced composites, in coatings, and in adhesives. Unfortunately, the 4 million tons of epoxy we use globally each year have a heavy carbon footprint. And all the epoxies and the materials in epoxy composites are not recyclable and end up in landfills. At Zilla, we use vegetable oils like hemp seed and linseed oil to create a drop-in bio-epoxy replacement for a number of different applications. We've identified clear steps to a 60% reduction in carbon footprint. Compared to petroleum-based epoxies, the nearest competitor only offers a 14% reduction. And we have a Vitromer technology to help manufacturers deal with the end of life of their products. We have traction in the marketplace, the largest snowboard manufacturer, the world's largest ski manufacturer, and the largest wind turbine manufacturer all want to use our technology to reduce their carbon footprints. We've formulated for each of those and floor coatings as well. In the future, we anticipate combining our bioresin with natural fibers to make a full biocomposite for applications such as composite rebar. And eventually we'll reach large markets like automotive and wood engineer products. Right now we're raising 1.5 million to scale resin production to 500 tons a year and secure POs in the outdoor industry. I look forward to speaking with those interested in the breakout room.
All right, I'm going to hand it over to Kevin Kung of Takachar. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks so much, Leslie. So most crop and forest residues, which we call biomass, is often very loose, wet, and bulky, making them very expensive and difficult to collect and transport for centralized conversion. And as such, most rural communities are often shut out from the benefits of the bioeconomy, and the only recourse is to burn the residues in open air, which not only creates significant pollution, but also can exacerbate catastrophic wildfires. So at Takachar, we develop small-scale, low-cost portable systems that can latch onto the back of tractors and pickup trucks and deploy to rural hard-to-access regions to locally upgrade and densify the residues on site into higher-value bioproducts such as biochar-based fertilizer blends, chemicals, and biofuels without needing any external energy or fuel input. And as our work disproportionately benefits rural communities by creating local livelihood and generating carbon credits along the way, we also advance climate justice uniquely. Right now, in our beachhead market, we work mostly with biochar-based fertilizer blends to help farmers reduce the leaching of nutrients out of their soil by improving the retention in the soil and thereby reducing the cost of expensive chemical inputs, fertilizers for them. Yeah, and so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out at info@takachar.com. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. You'll also have a breakout room here shortly. I'm now going to pass it over to Naomi Pereira of Nanostech.
Hi there. My name is Naomi Pereira, Executive Vice President of Nanostech. Nanostech is a very unique company with a broader approach to the energy transition. We're a spin-off of the University of Calgary at the Catalytic Innovation Center, and we profited from years of research and development in this area. We have created a number of different processes that are supporting the transition from regular production today into markets for the future. So if you start with ISET to the left, ISET is an in-situ upgrading technology that enhances the recovery of bitumen oil while reducing greenhouse gases by up to 40%. We move on to AQP, our suite of modular technologies that take heavy oils to WCS qualities and WTI qualities. This allows the heavy oil to go through the pipeline and reduce the risk of environmental disasters. With our world-renowned expertise, we move into producing fuels from heavy oils in a Nova refinery solution that transforms heavy oils of any kind, including renewables, into marketable fuels. Lastly, our modular low-temperature steam reforming supports the needs of hydrogen of all our processes as well, and it can produce valuable hydrogen at a lower operating condition. Our competitive advantage here is the catalyst. So as you can see, we have a broader approach to the transition, to the energy transition. I look forward to speaking to you in the break rooms. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Naomi. And now I'm going to pass it over to Rob Budianto with Swirltex.
Thanks, Leslie. Good afternoon. My name is Rob Budianto. I'm the CEO at Swirltex. We are headquartered in Calgary, Alberta, and we have a series of patented technologies that has really allowed us to enhance conventional membrane treatment. We see an opportunity to help water-intensive industries to unlock and reuse their potential for the most challenging waste streams. At the end of the day, our vision is a world of net zero wasted water. We believe in a decentralized approach to wastewater treatment. That is, treating water at source and not transporting it by pipeline for truck or treatment for disposal. Our systems are modular and can be implemented quite easily in scale to treat via very high volumes of wastewater. And we're able to treat this wastewater at a much lower energy cost footprint and OpEx compared to other conventional systems in order to maximize treatment efficiency and reuse potential. We are commercially active in various industries such as produced water, municipal, heavy industrial, food and beverage, and pulp and paper. We are confident of the very high level of commercial traction that we've gained in the market and the outlook for our technology, and we see a very strong path to growth that offers incredible value to our customers and to the industry. We are currently seeking a Series A round of capital of $5 million to facilitate our next stage in growth. If you're interested in to learn more about Swirltex, please reach out to me in the breakout rooms. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rob. And now last but definitely not least, we have Summit Nanotech. I'll pass it over to Adam Ledane.
Good afternoon. So electric vehicles represent one of the most scalable and technically available solutions to climate change today, but current methods of lithium production, which is the keystone element in lithium-ion batteries, will simply fail to keep up with the demand growth that will be north of 20% per year for the next 20 plus years. So Summit Nanotech was founded 5 years ago to help solve this problem. We have developed a patented nanotechnology that uses sorbent materials to extract lithium from brine resources in South America more effectively and with a lower environmental and ecological footprint compared to incumbent methods. We are piloting today in Chile. We have a team of 70 humans based out of Calgary as well as Antofagasta, Chile. We've raised $70 million, including $50 million earlier this year, and we are working on scaling our technology from pilot today to demonstration scale within the next 12 or so months. Looking forward to talking with you in more detail in the breakout room.
And as everyone comes back into the main room here, I just want to thank you all for your time today and your attention to the 12 pitching companies we had presenting today. These are 12 of the 50 companies that were honored as 2022 Foresight 50 honorees. And we have an upcoming event in a few weeks' time on April 20th. From 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Pacific. This is actually going to be in partnership with our Carbon Next initiative. So we will have 12 Foresight 50 companies pitching, some of which are from Carbon Next, as well as 4 additional Carbon Next cohort companies who are not part of the Foresight 50, but are up and coming in the carbon tech space. So this one will be a little bit longer. We will have 4 pitch blocks. And as I mentioned, a bit of a focus on carbon tech. And you can find more information by scanning the QR code you've got up on the screen here. And we look forward to seeing you at our upcoming pitch events. And I hope to connect with you all soon. Thank you so much for your time today. Hope you had some great conversations in the breakout rooms, and we'll see you again shortly.